Yo, Gio right here. All right, so I got a couple of questions about. I've been asked a couple of questions about my solar generators. So in this video, I kind of want to just elaborate on that. Maybe it could help someone out that's looking into them. So I could only speak for the ones that I have. I got two solar generators. I got the Bluetti AC200P, and then I got the Duracell. I'm not sure what model that one is, to be honest, but I know it's the 1440 watts model. 1440 watts maximum output. Um, yeah, it's that one right there, the one that looks like that one, kind of rectangular looking, hexagon type of looking, and then my Bluetti AC200P over there. But yeah, so what are the main difference between them? Well, it's actually pretty major in some ways. So the Duracell 1440 and then the Bluetti AC200P has a maximum output of 2000 instead of the 1440. So there's a, what, if I could do my math right, 560 watt difference, I think. I'm not sure if I'm doing my math right, but 560 watt, that's what I think of difference. But that's a major difference right there. The reason being is because the internal batteries inside of them, that's what really matters, and that's what makes their functionality and performance be drastically different from one another. The Duracell has an AGM lead acid battery inside, while the Bluetti AC200P has a lithium iron phosphate. Lithium iron phosphate, from what I've heard, from what I'm researched, happens to be like the best type of battery that you could get. There's even lithium ion, but iron phosphate takes it another level. So that's the type of battery that the Bluetti AC200P has, and the Duracell just has an old school AGM lead acid one. So being that being said, the Duracell, it could only receive up to 100 watts of solar power to charge it, up to 100 watts only. So that means that you could only connect a little small 100 watt solar panel, just one of it. If you try to connect a 200 watt solar panel that's it's bigger, it's still gonna charge it, but you don't think that's gonna charge it faster. It's only gonna be able to get 100 watts from that 200 watt solar panel, because at the end of the day, it has a control module inside, a controller, and it's only gonna receive 100 watts. That's the most that it could receive. So to charge it is gonna take way longer. It takes like 8 hours to get it from empty to maximum fully charged. And then while the Bluetti, it could receive up to 700 watts of solar power. So the speed process to charge it up from 0 to 100%, it's drastically different. The Bluetti, it charges within an hour and a half. Like every day, like I use the Bluetti, I get it down to like, I never really get it down to like 50% or 40%. It's usually around like in the 60%. It's hard to drain that solar generator, the Bluetti. I connect so much stuff to it. I charge it throughout the whole day. Like I'm constantly using it, and that thing never drains like below 60%. Like it's hard for me to drain it. So but yeah, so I drain it to like 65%, 60%, and then the very next day when I wake up in the morning, that thing's already at 100%. It's rarely do I see it on charging. Like, yeah, as soon as the sun comes up around 6:30 in the morning, that thing's already starting to charge, and by like 7 or 8, it's already fully charged, because it has, it could receive up to 700 watts of solar power to charge it at a time. Because it has a lithium iron phosphate battery. So yeah, and I got 800 watts of solar panels connected to it in series. And then there's good sunlight. It's summertime, so it charges really quick. And then it lasts a very long time. To drain it, it's a challenge to drain it. Yes, so I recommend both of them. The Duracell, it's really good to charge little things being like your smartphone, your GoPro. Like I'm gonna mention the things that I have that I connect to it that it does a really good job to charge up. I connect my phone, I connect my GoPro, I connect my Nintendo Switch, I connect my battery bank, I connect my my little how do I say it? The little battery from our doorbell, my Eufy doorbell. I connect my internet modem. I connect my the list goes on and on. You know, little small stuff. My Bluetooth speaker. I connect all those things at the same time, and it charges it, all of them, no problems. And I could continue to connect them and recharge them multiple times throughout the day, and it's always gonna do well, with no issues. But the moment when the Duracell starts having problems is when I connect something big being like the TV, video game system like the PlayStation 5 that I used to have. That's when it starts struggling. That's when it starts having issues. The TV, the PS5, it only gave me like the most that it gave me was like only once. I think it gave me like 1 hour, and never again. It never gave me that, that 1 hour. It was averaging like 45 minutes, and then towards the end it was only giving me like half an hour. So I remember I used to play a lot of NBA 2K23, and I would connect it to my Duracell solar generator, and man, it would like piss me off. It was a disappointment. It was a huge letdown because I would only get to like the third quarter, and then the system just randomly shut off. Everything shut off: the TV, the PS5, and then the next day when I would try to turn it on and play again, once the Duracell was fully charged, like every time I turned on the PS5, it went to repair mode because it would tell me that you shut off the PS5 improperly. You didn't do it the proper way, whatever. So I had to repair, and then and then I tried to play a game again on NBA, and then it was every now and then like I would get a little bit lucky, and I would get into the fourth quarter, but it was always just the very beginning of the fourth quarter, like a minute or two, maybe even a few minutes, and then that was it. I can never end the fourth quarter and get to the end of the game. So so that was a big letdown. It just couldn't handle the PS5. And then I tried streaming my TV, which was a smart TV. I tried streaming Netflix on it, just on its own, without using the PS5. One time it gave me 2 hours of nonstop Netflix, and then never gave me the 2 hours again. It was averaging like 1 hour and a half. Sometimes it was just 1 hour. So that was it. That's all it could handle. So big things, it just can't manage. But the Bluetti AC200P, man, that's a different story. That thing is very powerful, very strong, very reliable, solid product right there. That one's a drastic difference. The performance on that, man, it's so like I said, 2 days in a row, on my 2 days off, I try to test it. I try to get it from 100% to 0%, completely drain it, and I couldn't, but also because I started it kind of, I started late. I started doing it like at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. One day I did it like for 5 hours and 40 minutes nonstop of Netflix, and then I did like 5 hours and 20 minutes of Netflix, and then I did like 40 minutes of YouTube, and then so I did 6 hours total. And then I got sleepy throughout the end of the day. It was already like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And then it went from 98%, it dropped down to 68% after 6 hours of using it. The next day I tried again, but I started off late again. And this time I started off from 100%. And same thing, I did 6 hours of Netflix. And then and I had on both days, not only was I running Netflix, but I was also having so many things connected to it. My phone, my Nintendo Switch, my GoPro, my speaker, a bunch of things connected to it at the same time while streaming Netflix as well. And then for the second day, I did the same thing, and I went from 100% down to 72% after 6 hours of using, streaming Netflix. So it was nowhere close to. I was nowhere close to achieving it to get completely drained, and it was already like 3 in the morning, so I just gave up. I was really sleepy, and I just haven't been able to do it, and it's already like two months and a half later, and here I am. I still haven't been able to drain it from 100% to 0%. It's just it's very challenging to do that, and all these 2 months and a half, I use it every day. That's what I rely on every day. and I constantly use the Bluetti, you know, throughout the day to charge up stuff, to every now and then to stream Netflix, you know, enjoy a movie or two, and I just, you know, play my Nintendo Switch as well, and I just can't I can't drain that thing. So the Bluetti is definitely, you know, powerful, and like I said, the difference between both of them is that the Duracell has the old school ACM lead acid battery, and then the Bluetti has the not only lithium ion, but it also has the iron phosphate, which is next level. That's the internal battery that it has, so it makes it much stronger. So, you know, that being said, you know, lithium iron phosphate is the way to go with everything, not just the solar generators, but, you know, vehicles as well. For my RV, I replaced my lead acid batteries that were expired, that was responsible to turn on the water system in here and the interior lights. I replaced it with the lithium iron phosphate battery, and man, and it's a huge difference. It's working at 100% now. Everything's all good. So I still recommend both of them, because that one's still good, you know, for little things. You know, like I said, that one charges everything up that's small with no issues, and I use it mainly for my internet modem, because that one doesn't really require that much watts for it to function. So I over there have my TV and then my Switch and a bunch of stuff connected to it, and then over here I just turn on my internet modem, and I could use, you know, stream Netflix for hours and hours and hours and hours, and that thing never dies because that thing doesn't really require that much wattage. So I still recommend both of them. This one retails for like what? I'm not really sure. I haven't checked. The last time I checked, I think it was like $699.99, if not $599.99, somewhere around there. And the Bluetti AC200P, yeah, that one's more pricey, but it's for a good reason. You know, and it definitely makes sense. Absolutely. I think that one retail for like $1,200, but that was like when I first checked. I don't know what the price on that is. Maybe it's less, maybe like 1,000, somewhere around there. But yeah, I definitely recommend both. So hopefully that gives clarity on both solar generators, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So peace out, stay up, take care to whoever's watching.